Delighted to be joined by Thomas O'Toole here. Firstly, mate, how are we? It's been a little while since we've had a catch up.
Yeah, I'm all good, all good. Had that fight in Galway there last month, and it was a great night. Had a good 8 rounds under my belt, and yeah, we're gonna push on now. We're fighting again May 11th, so keep it busy. Hope for a bigger fight towards the end of summer, end of the year,
Just going on about that fight in your hometown where you were born, Galway. What was that like? I mean, coming back to your home crowd, I saw loads of videos of when you walked out, and it looked class. Just a touch on kind of the night as a whole.
Yeah. So like I said in other interviews, that was the best night of my life, boxing fight. Probably the best night of my life in general. Makes me very proud, to go home and see like a sold out venue like that and everyone screaming my name. It was just unbelievable. It made me think of like the last 15 years of hard work is all worth it. Like it was definitely the proudest moment of my life, and was able to put on a great show for the fans and the people that came. So the people that spent their hard earned money to come see me, they all enjoyed the night, so it was great.
Was it good going back to like I said, family and friends, and then kind of getting the opportunity to watch you fight? Because it has been a little while since they've watched you fight and kind of watched you evolve in the professional game. So was it good to kind of come home and have your people there support you?
Yeah, like it was amazing. So I have a lot of people, especially like family and friends, that they haven't been able to watch me box yet because my career is over here in America, and to go home and for them to able to see it live, see what it's all about. Like a lot of them know the work I put in, but some of them don't really understand it. So for them to be able to see it like that, yeah, it was amazing. It was really amazing.
Just onto your performance, do you want to quickly just touch on how you kind of assessed your performance on the night?
Uh, it was okay. Yeah, like I won every round, so won comfortably. Could have maybe got the stoppage towards the end. I know I was breaking them down well. Uh, the ring was very slippy. The whole center where the logo was, and so we had to kind of change the game plan. Like the in and out movement that we had planned on using. My feet, I had to kind of stop that because I couldn't move in and out. I was slipping, so kind of it messed things up. But it was a great experience for me because I had to adapt to that, change and keep my composure. So it was good, and again, very important to get 8 rounds. And it's been a little while since I boxed, and all last year, I didn't really get rounds, and so it was very important for me to get that kind of to get those 8 rounds and to know I can do them comfortably. So yeah, that was very good.
I was going on about them when you said the word adapts. Like you said, coming in against these sort of opponents where sometimes you're not really over sure what you're going to be dealing with in there. And like you said, there's the slippiness of the canvas as well. Obviously, like you said, it's important not to take any risks because you're not really sure what you're going to expect from these. So that like you said, is a good way to learn through adapting mid-fight, isn't it? Really.
Yeah, I knew right away, like after the first round, he was kind of tough and strong, and I knew he wasn't going anywhere easy, especially like he came to win and it was good. It made it a great fight and everyone enjoyed the fight, and he was very smart, he's experienced. He had over 20 fights, so he was quite experienced. He knew kind of when I did hurt him how to survive, like what to do, like kind of tie me up or how to waste time and stuff, so it was good. It was a good learning fight for me, and like I said, I was able to get the ring rust off. So hopefully, I have a busy and active year now, and we move on to bigger.
Did you like feel any sort of pressure? Because knowing like obviously you're going home in front of all your family and friends, and like everyone's around you the whole week. Like, did you feel any actual added pressure on the night?
Uh, I'm telling you now, it was the most pressure I've ever felt in my life. That whole, I kept composed the whole week, but it's just in my head, like all these people that are coming to watch me win. Like this is now. Don't get me wrong, it's a great achievement just to be able to headline my home city as a professional. When I was a kid, but I thought I would have done that, but the pressure was surreal. Um, and then it's funny, as soon as you would have seen the walkout video, as soon as Shane Fahey's name started singing, it just went away. I
Yeah.
don't know what it was. I came into my element and I was like, this is you can believe it out, but this is absolutely amazing. I said, I mean, this is just I just went into my element and the pressure went away. once I walked out and the screams and everyone there for me, I was like, you know what, this is just amazing, and the pressure just went away. But up until my ring walk, the pressure of the world was on my shoulders, you know. But it's amazing how it just went away, and I came into my element, you know. It's a funny one, yeah.
Is that something? Is it something you want to do again? Then I'm guessing you want to go home and fight again, eventually, before you call
Yeah,
it.
for sure, yeah. Yeah, like the reception I got was amazing, and you know, like I said, everyone enjoyed the night, so they'll come out again. But definitely like to do that again. Give it a bit of time, maybe bring a bigger fight, maybe a title fight or something like that back home, you know. Maybe we can get a bigger venue as well. So we'll see, yeah. Um, but right now I'm gonna focus on what I'm doing over here, and you know, if an opportunity like that comes up again, then definitely I'll snatch it up.
Just on to your next fight now. I know you've announced that you're going to be back out, staying active. I know that your opponent's been announced, hasn't it? Who you'll be fighting? Do you know anything about your opponent and kind of what you're up against on the night?
Not a whole lot. He doesn't have a lot of experience, but I do know he's a local guy, and he has like locally an hour and a half, 2 hours from where I am. Funny, I didn't realize, but I watched him spar once. I didn't realize. We traveled up. Like I said, we traveled up to a couple of hours to spar, and me and a few of my stablemates, and one of my stablemates actually sparred him, but you know I didn't make the connection at all. So yeah, it's a fight just to keep me busy. You know, a fight I should win comfortably, but he's very game, and like he has his own gym. He comes from a boxing family. I think his father and grandfather were world champion kickboxers. So he's going to be game, and it's good just to keep me active. You know, like I said, we'll be looking for a bigger fight come the end of summer, hopefully.
Is that the plan then this year? Is to kind of get as many fights in as possible? Kind of because how many fights have you had now coming out of fighting in Boston? I bet it's not too many, is it? Since being relocated over there.
Um, yeah. So I came out actually just exactly a year now, and I've only had 3 fights. Yeah. Now I said like I had issues, like management issues and stuff last year. After summer, so that kind of stalled it. I was meant to have another fight, but yeah. So that's the goal this year. I want to get at least 4 fights in, you know, but also the right fights. So after, especially I have this one now in May, and then try and get another at least 2 fights with the right fights. Also have to try and get the right kind of backing for it, you know. So yeah, that's the plan. Not just keep him busy, but keep him busy with the right fights in order to help him progress.
I know it's like difficult now. Like you've had a kind of taste of the being on the big shows with when you have that knockout. Is it kind of just patiently waiting for someone to kind of notice you to get put on one of them big shows again?
Yeah, you know, I'm talking to a few people now, and like I said about getting the right backing, and I'm going to take my time with the decision because, like, they being over here, you know, I can fight on the local shows. I do well. You know, people come out to support me, which is amazing. So yeah, I can keep doing what I'm doing right now, and so I don't rush the decision, kind of jump in with someone, try and get those opportunities. But yeah, like I am looking to push on for something this year for sure.
I know you said you've had 3 fights now in Boston, but how have you kind of settled in? Obviously, it's so I bet it's so difficult to go to a complete another country, leave everything behind. But how have you settled in?
Good, yeah. So like apart from my fight in Galway, all my fights have actually been in Boston. Like I was just flying back and forth, and then moving out here. I settled pretty quick actually, because I moved out, like I said, around this time last year, and we just came into summer, and the summer here is great. Like you know, like there's all the Irish lads out, and you know I felt right at home. To be honest, like I said, I'm enjoying my training. I'm enjoying life out here at the moment, so it's good. Yeah, it wasn't a big struggle. Obviously, a bit of sacrifice. You're leaving friends, family, you know, that's my missus and stuff at home. Like, and it's tough. It's a sacrifice, but it's kind of one you have to make if you want to get to the top of your game.
Obviously, now with a big fight coming up as well in May, do you want to quickly talk about the promotion and stuff that it's on? Because I don't really know because it's in Massachusetts. Am I right?
Yeah.
Is it just got on kind of one of the shows there, promotion that kind of runs shows out of Massachusetts, or?
Yeah, so it's called Granite Chin Promotions. I had fought with him last August as well when I won my first small title, and now I'm fighting for the Massachusetts title actually in May. Good promoter, you know, he runs a good show. Probably one that probably in terms of like in Boston, one of the best promoters there is, the way he runs the show, like, you know, so it's good. Should be a good night for people to come out. Yeah.
Was that ring walk in Galway probably one of the best ring walks you've ever had?
Right, the best ring walk I have had, and probably ever will have. To be honest, it was unbelievable, like, you know. And I was like, I took my time with it, you know. And I had a few people say to me, "That was good that you took your time." But even my coach from back home, you know, he did my corner, and he said, "Make sure you enjoy every minute of it and take your time." And you know, that's what I did, and it was that's what actually helped me take the pressure off. I came into myself during the ring walk, like, you know, and I felt amazing.
Did you think that there'd been that much effort kind of put into the ring walk with obviously the musicians playing, and because it all seemed, Margaret and I were watching it back, and like even fan footage, it just looked like it was put together really, really well, a really good show, and it just like it looked well run.
I have to give a big shout out to Stephen and Naomi. They're with McKinley Promotion. They went above and beyond, like, you know, and they understood the business side of it. Boxing, you have people that come to watch the boxing. They're boxing fans. Then you have people that come just to support me, and then people that go just for the show, the entertainment. So you have fights, but you need to have entertainment, and that was an entertaining night. Production was done really well. Do you know what I mean? And you can't just have, like, you get some small hall shows even over here where you just have fighters walking out to a DJ playing a song, and it's, unless you're a die-hard boxing fan, the night's going to be a bit long and drag on. Do you know what I mean? So they understood, like, you need to have entertainment and production, and you know, everybody enjoyed the night.
Just a quick one now. So just two more, Thomas. Towards the end of 2024, our last year, what would a good end to 2024 look like for Thomas O'Toole?
I suppose the main goal this year, I'd love to fight for an international title. I could towards the end of the year, maybe like, you know, a WBA international, something like that, you know. That's kind of the plan. I want to get one of those titles as soon as I can, you know. But like I said, in the right way as well, you know. So I have to be careful with my decisions, but that's the plan. So I said, if this fight in May, maybe it will get a step up, hopefully in the end of summer. Then toward the end of the year, maybe get a fight for something like that, a ranking type.
Is it a lot more difficult, obviously, with yourself? Because like in England, it starts with like a central area, which is like a city, and then it goes to like an English title, then a British, then a Commonwealth, and a European. Does it kind of have the same kind of thing with you, where you're building up with each title?
Not as much in America, I don't think. Back home, like in Ireland, it'd be similar. You maybe win a Celtic title, then an Irish title, and no, right. I've kind of gone. Oh, not that I've gone away. If a good opportunity comes up, I would love to fight for an Irish title. But I've kind of, like, you know, I've gone a different path than that, because there's a lot of boys around there. Then there's talks of who will fight who, and then people don't want to fight other people, and it's just a lot of, you know, a lot of politics. And so I just go my own route over here. And yeah, there could be maybe a title in between, like what I'm fighting for now, and then an international title, you know. But that's just the one that I want, like, you know. That's kind of what I'm going to go for next. Yeah.
Brilliant, Thomas. Appreciate your time, mate. Buzzing to catch up with yourself, and looking forward to watching you do the business in May.
Thank you, my man. Appreciate it.